Back in May 2022, MultiVersus burst onto the scene in open beta. Shaggy from Scooby-Doo could duke it out with Batman, Bugs Bunny could be seen throwing pies at Arya Stark, and the list of fever dream matchups only grew from there. After over a year in beta with multiple seasons of additional content, Player First Games and WB decided to pull the game from digital shelves with the promise that the game would return better than ever. Those who spent money on the game's content demanded refunds but did not receive them. Instead, they were promised that all of the content would be intact when the game returned. Now, in May 2024, the self-imposed hiatus is over. We got to check out the new PvE Rifts mode, as well as run a few matches with 3 of the 4 new characters coming to the roster. The team has grown since MultiVersus was pulled from stores, according to its director, and it's allowed them to expand content pipelines, make necessary adjustments, and undertake one particular Herculean task: fixing the netcode. In regards to the team having grown since the game was pulled from stores, it has helped not only overhauling the entire game, but creating clear content pipelines, which includes new characters, new maps, new cosmetics, and new game modes. A key addition to the MultiVersus experience is Rifts, the new PvE mode where players can challenge multiple routes based on the current events in the game. During our preview session, we had 2 events available: MultiVersus Mayhem, where Joker recruits characters from other dimensions who just so happen to support him, and Rift Detectives, a story revolving around Batman and Velma trying to prove they're the better detective. These story elements aren't a major influence on the gameplay, however. They mostly serve to frame the dialogue you'll read between each challenge in your selected path. However, they do add a bit of extra flavor to what is otherwise just a rundown of continuous challenges, one after another, with some forks in the road once in a while. These challenges aren't limited to matches against CPU characters, however. MultiVersus borrows from other platform fighters and throws a few minigames into the mix. During our preview, we played the game's version of Break the Targets from Smash Bros. We shot cannons at Joker balloons a la an arcade shooting gallery, and we raced to outrun an evil force coming at us from the left side of the screen. While this mode isn't reinventing the wheel, Rifts does offer a welcome respite from the constant grind of online matches whenever we need it. The first season of the new MultiVersus, which the creative director said will last 2 months and focuses on villain characters which were missing from the roster previously. 3 new characters, DC Comics' The Joker, Friday the 13th's Jason Voorhees, and The Matrix Agent Smith, highlight the first season, with Joker available on day 1, Agent Smith coming later in the season, and Jason Voorhees included in the Battle Pass. We got to test out Joker and Jason, as well as another new addition, Banana Guard, during our preview session. Joker is a wily mage, which means he'll be using all manner of tricks to take down his enemies. He can shock opponents with a hand buzzer, throw projectile playing cards from a distance, and produce a cannon from behind a curtain before shooting it at a foe. Joker is not the kind of character who should be diving headfirst into a battle. He's better suited on the outside, throwing projectiles and generally annoying the opponents into making a mistake. Jason Voorhees, meanwhile, is a brutish tank character who is much better suited being in an opponent's face. His moveset is made up of iconic moments from his movies. He can fold a bed in half to launch opponents into the air, he can grab opponents in a sleeping bag and bash them on the floor before throwing them away. And he can teleport from one side of the arena to the other using fog. As a tank, Jason soaks up a lot of damage normally, but he can also give himself temporary shield points to make him even more of a sponge. Banana Guard, the final playable character, is probably the most straightforward of the trio. Hello. As a bruiser, Banana Guard uses strong strikes to knock his opponents back, with most of them coming thanks to his trusty spear. His side special charge attack gives him a dangerous approach option, while his upward normal can attack multiple times and force an opponent into the top boundary quickly. While the new characters will get the majority of the attention, the existing roster has seen a ton of changes as well. In fact, every character in the game has gone through some sort of change, though some will be more apparent than others. One notable example is Arya Stark. A lot of her kit now revolves around face steel. With Face Steal, she borrows moves from the rest of the cast. Before, it wasn't a core part of her kit, it was just an offshoot, but now it is key to her combo roots. MultiVersus is adding a ton of new content to its popular platform fighting formula. However, the game does face one significant challenge. Some of the players it left behind might not be willing to greet the game back with open arms. However, the creative director and his team have a nice welcome back package for anyone who decides to give them another chance. He said that all characters and cosmetics purchased before May 28th will still be there when they come back to the game. However, the team is planning some make-good perks as well. For example, just by logging in, you get Banana Guard and a skin for free.
Hello.
Also, any returning players who log into the game in the first 2 weeks of launch, from May 28th to June 11th, will receive the first Battle Pass for free. This will in turn unlock Jason Voorhees, as he is the level 1 reward for the Battle Pass. Essentially, anyone who played the game in open beta and unlocked the entire roster will only have to unlock one new character, Joker, when they log into this new version for the first time.
Who says crime doesn't pay?
The new and improved MultiVersus will launch May 28th for Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and PC.
Blue team.